Dear friends, I welcome you for today's topic for discussion accounting information and end users for this accounting information. I am Professor Muralidhar Prasad, professor in banking and finance area. I request you to subscribe my channel Banking and Finance on YouTube and please like and share my videos. I will be discussing today with you what is the accounting information end users. Who are the end users for accounting information? These end users can be broadly classified into two categories, that is internal users and external users. Let us understand how internal users use this information, accounting information, and external users use the accounting information. Again, the internal users can be broadly classified into owners and promoters, managers, and employees. These are the three categories of people who will be available in the internally in an organization. Well, let us understand how owners will use this information. Owners will use this information to understand the business performance. How is the business performance? Is it positive, negative? And stability of the business. Is the business is growing steadily? And whether the liquidity, profitability is good, whether the profits are going at a good rate, better than a market rate, or they are the declining trend. So, and what kind of risk exposure they are taking, particularly they observe what kind of lenders they are having and which countries they are expanding and what kind of borrowings they are having, what kind of risk they are having. So all these things they examine through accounting information. Similarly, the investment decisions. See, when once they understand how the business is progressing, how the sales are, how the performance is, whether the business is stable or not, then they will also understand whether investments are good in this business, whether they should continue with their investments or not. So all these decisions they can make only looking at the accounting information, because accounting information is the mirror of the entire business. You can understand how the business is moving forward, or is it moving backward. So the best information available for the owners is the accounting information. Then comes the managers. The managers are the practically these are the people who are the operating people. They will be operating the business. So there are a lot of activities to do as the major operators. So first of all, they're planning how much marketing they're supposed to spend, how to do marketing, where to do marketing, and financing. What kind of money is required? What are the promoters' expansion plans to meet that expansion planning? How much money is required? How much money is already available in the system? Similarly, the HR activities. So all these they can plan by looking at the accounting information. Similarly, monitoring. Monitoring means whether the business is going towards any risk, or is the business is taking only normal business risk. This they can understand by looking at the accounting information. Similarly, the business decisions. Supposing the promoter says they wanted to further invest, they wanted to expand in particular areas, or they wanted to explore new business areas. So for all these, they need information, accounting information. Similarly, for budget preparations, so next year planning, how much is the money to spend on marketing, how much money to spend on HR. All this information is possible only through accounting information. Similarly, the key performance indicators. KPI stands for key performance indicators. For any business, the key performance indicators are the sales, the profit. So these are the general key performance indicators. Right? Similarly, the liquidity is another one. Their credit worthiness, their loan repaying capacity. All these are all key performance indicators. Similarly, the investment decisions, similar cost management decisions, pricing decisions. All these decisions can happen through accounting information only. Similarly, the employees also have a lot of interest in accounting information. What is their interest is for preparing their reports. See, managers, for the purpose of decision making, they look at the accounting information, but the accounting reports are prepared by the employees. Similarly, budget preparations, monitoring, audit preparations. For the purpose of audit, various documents are to be prepared. These documents are prepared by the employees based on the available accounting information. Similarly, the finance health reports, how is the finance, the health of the company, liquidity, profitability, repaying capacity. All this can be understood only by the employees for the preparing returns or reports. They need this information. Accounting information will become an essential part. Let us look at how the externals use this accounting information. There are many externals, many a number of externals available who will be looking for accounting information like investors, lenders, suppliers, customers, income tax authorities, both the indirect tax authorities as well as direct tax authorities, government departments, auditors, public. So let us know each one how they are interested. Investors, they could be the direct investors like IPOs, FPOs, or the partners, promoters, or the shareholders, or the indirect investors like who have invested through stock market. They all wish to know how is the performance of their investment, what can be the profitability, what can be the dividend payment, whether the price is going up or price is coming down, how the management decisions are influencing the business. All this information can be understood only through accounting information. The lenders main job is to get back their money. Yeah, they lend the money, but they have equal interest in getting back their money along with interest. So for that, they always wish to know credit worthiness and soundness of the business. So for this purpose, the basic information always available for the lenders is accounting information. The accounting information provides the key information to the lenders, particularly the credit worthiness, the liquidity area. All this information they can study from the accounting information. Similarly, the suppliers of goods and services, they particularly if they are supplying on credit basis, then credit worthiness of the buyer or the credit worthiness will become very important for the suppliers, because if the supplies are too big, they should know whether they really this much of material or this much of stock is required, whether this is put to proper use, whether they can really generate profit and revenues and they can repay the within their due date, because suppliers will normally supply with for a fixed credit period, maybe 45 days, 90 days, like that. Particularly if they're supplying basing on the bank guarantees, LCs, they should know whether the really the company is credit worthy to supply it on credit. The customers, to know the supply competencies, the customers also, when somebody is buying, particularly if they are buying huge commodities, huge stocks, or if they are ordering for huge services, for a continuous longer period of service requirement, or if they are placing orders for a long term supply, then as a buyer, as a customer, they wish to know what is the competence of this business house, whether the business is capable of supplying such huge stocks and for such a longer period. So this information again can be available only from the accounting information. Similarly, the tax authorities, as a business house, the business house will file various reports and statements, and the tax authorities should know whether these business details are correct, whether the business reports prepared are genuine reports, whether the tax paid is correct or not. This information can be examined only through the accounting information. If any lapses are there, they will initiate the proper action and do the requirements. Similarly, the government authorities. The government authorities again, they are much concerned about the compliance. For example, environment related compliances. Similarly, corporate social responsibility compliances. Similarly, listing related compliances. These are all very important to keep the business transparent and to keep the business environment friendly. So to know all these, whether the business is really complying with all the regulations or not, accounting information will be much useful. Similarly, the auditors. Auditors are the key personnel in any business. So before the tax is paid, the final information is shared with government authorities or the stock exchanges or to the public. They are the key person who will prepare entire information. So for preparing this information, again, they need background support information or a management information system. From only that information comes only from accounting area. So accounting information is very key component or input for auditors for preparing and for declaring or all type of compliances and tax liabilities, etc. The public, of course, public are also equally interested, particularly the academic area. Public are much interested to do research on various aspects of business, preparing reports, statements. They wish to share to the community which businesses are really doing good, which businesses are not good, which businesses are good for investment. So all this information, and which are really in the working in the interest of the public, who are really complying with all the government regulations, who are in compliance with the corporate social responsibility. There are many research areas of interest for the public, so they will do a lot of research and they publish various reports and statements in the public domain, and that will be useful for many people like government, investors, lenders, suppliers, etc. These are all a kind of a review reports, and these review reports are highly useful, and these review reports will again come only from the accounting information. So this is how the users can be broadly classified into external users and the internal users. And internal users, as we have seen, there are promoters, there are managers, there are employees. Similarly, the external users are investors, lenders, suppliers, customers, tax authorities, government authorities, auditors, public, and there could be many other people who are interested in the accounting information. This is the key data available with a business, and this data will be useful for many people in many ways. So thank you very much. I request you to please subscribe my channel Banking and Finance on YouTube, and also like my videos and share my videos. I am Professor Muralidhar Prasad. I'll be meeting you in my next video. Thank you very much.